Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a really delicious low carb recipe that was requested by one of you. It is blueberry muffins. These are perfect for breakfast time, they're a great meal prep, and they're also a super delicious dessert. And the best part is they're low carb, so they're completely guilt-free and full of nutrition. So, jumping right in, we're gonna first mix our dry ingredients. As you guys already know, all of my ingredients, all of my measurements are in the description below, so make sure to head down there to see exactly what I use and how much I use in all my recipes. I'm gonna first add in some almond flour, and I wanna sift it because I wanna get out any, like larger bits. I want it out of the flour and I want it to be super, super fine. So let's just sift this into a large bowl. And now you don't have to do this, so if you don't have, a sifter or something like that, don't worry about it. You don't have to use it. This is just my preference to make sure I get out any larger bits. All right, and as you guys can see, there are some larger, harder bits that were in the flour, so I'm gonna toss those. I don't want them in my batter. Next, we're gonna add in some granulated sweetener. Now, I'm gonna be using monk fruit sweetener. As you guys already know, if you've seen my previous baking videos, I really like to use monk fruit. I think it's the closest to regular sugar, so that's why I like to use it. But use your favorite sweetener of choice. If you wanna use erythritol or stevia, whatever your preference is, that's what you wanna use for this recipe. I'm also gonna add in some baking powder. And lastly, some salt. And now let's whisk all of these ingredients together. While you're working on your batter, you wanna make sure that your oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All of my dry ingredients are now combined, and I'm gonna add in the wet ingredients. So first thing, I'm gonna add in some beaten eggs. I like to crack and beat them before I put them in the batter. It just makes it easier to mix and combine and make sure that all the yolk and the egg whites are perfectly combined in the batter. Also gonna add in some maple extract. You can also use vanilla extract, but I like to use maple. I think it gives a nice touch of flavor that vanilla extract doesn't give. And finally, some almond milk. You can also use just your favorite alternative milk of choice, or you can use regular milk if that's your preference. I like almond milk because I don't think it has a strong flavor, but you could use coconut or cashew or oat milk, honestly, whatever your preference is. And now using a spatula, I'm going to combine the wet and dry ingredients. And you can also use like a silicone spoon, that's fine as well. But I like to use the spatula because I like to scrape the sides. And I think the batter is really easy anyways, so you don't have to bother with, it's not very difficult to scrape it from the sides. Now, lastly, and most importantly, we're gonna add in our blueberries. You can also add in some chocolate chips if you wanted to make it like a blueberry chocolate chip muffin, but I'm just gonna keep it simple and just do the blueberries. And I recommend using fresh blueberries. I wouldn't use the frozen ones. They have a little bit more moisture in them, and I don't think it will bake the same. It won't turn out as good. So again, fresh blueberries is the choice that you wanna use for this. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have a muffin tin that I have lined with muffin liners. You can also use parchment paper if you wanted instead of the muffin liners if you don't have that. Or if you don't want to use any liners at all, you can just spray down the muffin tin with some non-stick spray like avocado oil spray or butter spray, whatever you want to use. But I think when you use the liners, it makes it a lot easier to eat, and obviously it just comes right out of the tin. I'm gonna take a scoop to make sure that all the sizes, that all of the batter that I'm putting into each of the liners is the same amount. And I'm just going to scoop it and throw it into each liner. I want to add some extra blueberries, so I am just going to put them right at the top to give it like a little bit of a decoration. You can completely skip this step if you don't want to add more. Our muffins are ready to go into the oven. We're going to throw them in for about 18 to 20 minutes to bake. And I will see you guys at the very end. These are our perfect blueberry muffins, low carb, delicious. It smells incredible. They look incredible. Mine did take 25 minutes, so yours could take between 20 to 25. Most important is that you want them to be nice and golden at the very end. So just start at 20 and then play it by ear. It just depends on your oven. So guys, take a look at this. It is super spongy, almost like a cornbread type texture. My mouth is watering. They look so delicious. Cheers. Nice and light, cakey, spongy, not too sweet. Perfect lunch, snack, breakfast, whatever you want this to be. This is one of my favorite go-to breakfast items because it's just so simple and you can meal prep this for the whole family. Low carb, nutritious. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.